Hello, Cave Dwellers. Jack here from the Awesome Cave.
And beans!
And today we are going to come up with a top 10 video games of 2012 list for you. Now, usually there's always like one person to do this, but we figure we want to give you a more objective view on this. So we decided to work together to come up with two separate lists for the best game of 2012 top 10.
And then we're going to compile the two and make a good list.
Yes.
This is not going to end well.
Probably not.
No. Number 10. Now, I've only played about an hour of it or so.
I'm not happy with this one.
Black Ops 2. I hate Call of Duty for the most part. I'm good at it, but I still don't like it that much. The story kind of sucks. The multiplayer is fun, okay?
Congrats, Beans. You're putting a game on here that's just them repeating the same thing they do for every game. Great job.
Look, I don't know how to describe it, okay? The multiplayer was actually kind of fun. It was. Like, I don't know, it just had a different feel to it. Alright, what's your number 10?
Alright, fine. You know what? Mine is much better than that. You know what? My number 10 game on this list is Skullgirls because,
The fuck is Skullgirls?
Skullgirls is the game that came out at DLC for the Xbox and the PS3. It's a really hard fighting game that's really hard to learn.
No, that's why
and
right
hard
there.
to
It's a
master.
fucking fighting game.
No, fighting games are awesome.
No, we've been over this. Fuck fighting games. Fuck them all.
No.
Yes.
No, because Skullgirls brought back like the whole ratio thing with Capcom versus SNK.
Except the kitchen.
With
Yeah, I went there. What now? Fuck you, I win. Number 9. Blacklight Retribution. You need to start playing PC games.
You're right. This. I haven't played that game. I don't know anything about it.
For this game. It is incredible. It's kind of like a Call of Duty clone. I'll give it that. So it's, But at the same time,
I'm getting an vibe from Call of Duty.
Hear me out. It works in, you know how like some of these free-to-play it's free-to-play, by the way.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay. You know how some of these free-to-play games have like, you can purchase real money and get guns in the game and all that?
Yeah.
You can do it that way. You can use in-game currency, which takes like, I don't know.
Oh, so it gives you the option to...
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Or you can just unlock things naturally as you play. And the thing is, these high players that, have been playing forever, they have these really powerful guns. You can actually rent these same guns they have for in-game currency, so essentially a beginner is just as powerful as a really top player.
Oh, wow.
Which just kind of balances everything out.
Yeah.
Which is why I love it so much. And it's become like this really big phenomenon on PC. You wouldn't know because you use a Mac, but it's okay.
Oh, okay.
I'll forgive you for your poor judgment in computer.
You'd be surprised, because I actually did get a little bit into PC gaming this year, and that even leads up to my number 9 spot for game of 2012, which is none other than Katawa Shoujo.
The fuck is whatever you just said?
Katawa Shoujo.
Wait, is that?
It's the game made by Four Leaf Studios, which translates to people on A boards in 4chan, and it's a really great visual novel type game that's made for American audiences of romancing girls who are disabled.
It's very, very sick hentai.
It's not sick hentai. It's really emotional
Jack,
game.
Do you fuck these girls?
You can.
Does it show this?
Yes.
Then it's hentai.
But it's more than that though.
No, it's not more than that. It's a sick little game.
Let me explain.
No. Number 8, Dishonored. Tell me you played this game.
No.
Why?
That one just went above the radar.
It's an incredible game. You have to play this game.
I know, it does look really cool.
No, it doesn't. It's oh my god. Like, words don't describe this game. It's a game that just came out of fucking nowhere. It's made by, I believe, Bethesda, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why. It's just, oh my god.
So I can expect a lot of glitches in it.
That's uncalled for, okay? Why you gotta do that?
It's true.
I'm not saying it's not true, but it's uncalled for. But no, it is an incredible game, and I recommend you play it. Now, what is your number 8?
My number 8 is none other than Lollipop Chainsaw. You have a game where you kill zombies with chainsaws, and it's got one of the most ballin' soundtracks out of any game this year. With even the main menu screen, you have Cherry Bomb playing right away.
All right, I'll give you the soundtrack is really, really good. I was kind of surprised.
It's made by Suda51, who also has a huge repertoire of crazy games like Killer 7 and No More Heroes, and now Lollipop Chainsaw just
Wait, he made No More Heroes?
Yeah. Yeah, the same guy who did No More Heroes did Lollipop Chainsaw.
Wow. Number 7, Borderlands 2. I love this game. Okay, it's one of the 3 games that I bought this year that I blew, I don't know, $100-something on. It was like I got the bobblehead and I got the shit. It's
You
like,
got
oh
the
my God.
super extra awesome
No, I didn't
edition.
I wish I got the super extra edition because it had the cool chest and all that shit.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, it took everything that was wrong with the first one, and it was like, you know what, we're gonna pump some crack into it, and we're gonna make it better, and it did. I couldn't find a single thing that was wrong with that game.
What about the multiplayer in terms of difficulty? If you played that on your own, you probably...
Alright, never mind. I did find something wrong with that game. If you play that by yourself, Godspeed to you, because you're not gonna do it. It's not possible. They kind of focused a little bit too heavily on being a multiplayer game, and
Right.
they shouldn't have done it. All the monsters are so much higher level than you. They just destroy you. But if you have multiple people, they just die. I mean, it's no.
Yeah, no, I totally understand.
But it's still good.
Now, that game does sound good, but I think mine is better than that, and
What's
that's Resident Evil 6.
I haven't played that.
Resident Evil 6 is really fun. It's the same as the co-op you get from Resident Evil 5, but now the thing that I don't like about Resident Evil is that it's been losing its touch with being a survival horror game and becoming more action-based. Resident Evil 5 just threw away all the elements of survival horror of just alright, you have a partner now, you're not totally alone, you're going in with co-op, which actually I think makes the game more fun in a way. But the one thing that Resident Evil 6 has right is the addition of Jake. Jake is Wesker's son. Oh, spoiler alert. Jake is Wesker's son. And he's just a really badass character. He's just so smart, so snarky, he's awesome. And most of his combat involves just close quarter combat, and you just run up to zombies, just go punch them, screw using guns with him.
Number 6. Okay. Black Mesa.
Beans, I thought we agreed that we were going to not add
Shut up.
rehashes of games here.
I don't care.
Yeah, if I want to, I'd just throw in Metal Gear Solid HD mix right now. Because...
Let me finish, you damn asshole. Okay? Okay. I apologize for the damn asshole. That was mean.
Yeah, that was really mean.
But anyway. No. Hear me out.
You can explain why you're wrong. I'm letting you.
Alright. Black Mesa, if anyone doesn't know, is a source-based game created on Steam. You have to have, I believe, Half-Life 2 and Counter-Strike on your computer installed to play it. Essentially what they did was they took the source SDK engine and they completely rewrote Half-Life 1. And I mean HD graphics. It has the new engine in it. It's incredible.
I thought we agreed that we weren't going to put HD re-releases.
I don't care. This Half-Life 2 is by far my favorite game ever made. Ever. And when they created this, I've yet to play Half-Life 1, believe it or not. This came out and I'm like, oh my god. I nearly had a nerdgasm, and I played it, and I'm like, this is incredible. Utterly incredible. And why you gotta bitch at me about the HD? What is your number 6?
Alright, fine. Screw what I had for number 6 now. My number 6 is Minecraft.
That came out a couple years ago.
Nope, not for the 360 beans.
No,
a re-release
that
for the
is that is the
360,
totally stupid version.
You know what? You can go with your little Black Mesa HD release super stuff. I can go with Minecraft because that game was now released for console gamers. And like me, since I am PC gaming retarded where I can't use a PC boot camp on my Mac, so I use console gaming.
But Minecraft works with Macs.
And yeah, well, you know what? What if I don't feel like being on the computer? What if I just feel like being on the couch with a controller?
But it's so much better than the Xbox
playing with
version.
my friends on the Xbox.
You don't even know how much better it is.
Is there creative mode in the Xbox version?
There's been there is an
Yeah, so that's all I need. I don't care.
There's been creative mode in the PC version for so long.
Yeah.
And there's so much more content, and it keeps getting updated.
Alright, well that's fine, but you know what? I'm enjoying playing Minecraft on my 360.
I fucking hate the Xbox version. It's such garbage. Number 5, Mass Effect 3.
You know what? Actually, that's one that we share, because my number 5 is Mass Effect 3 as well.
Wow.
Something we actually agreed on. That's...
Number 4.
Awkward.
Number 4, Assassin's Creed 3. I just love this game. It is
great.
Now, I hated the 2 sequels.
Oh,
for
you mean
number
Assassin's Creed the DLC?
2. Essentially, yeah. I mean,
Brotherhood and Revelations for anyone who.
yeah. But then I picked up 3, and it's like, oh my god, that's it. I mean, the beginning was so fucking slow. It took forever.
I don't want to give away any spoilers, but yeah, it's pretty.
It takes about, 2 hours to actually play as the main
I
character?
think actually more than that.
Alright, well, it
Took
takes
me
a
a
while
longer
to
anyway.
actually play as Connor, who's the main character of the game.
But it is a great way to introduce it, though. I'm just going to leave it at that.
It is. Plus, when you play it, one of the best uses for an achievement I've ever seen in a game. Ever.
But we don't want to spoil it too much.
No, I
right
can't
now.
spoil it, but it was incredible. Now, what is your number 4?
My number 4 for this year is Soul Calibur 5.
You and your fucking fighting
This
games.
game is one of my favorite fighting games. Definitely, just so much more you can do with it. There's awesome additions to create a character mode. The online multiplayer is really well set up. You got your ranked matches and player matches. You also have a global coliseum that you can fight anywhere for people in wherever your region is. And
Don't
just
look
the way
at me. You know I hate fucking fighting games.
just the way, yeah, that's right. You hate good games, and so
no,
that's why
I said that I hate
it's
any
a
game where
great
you can.
addition to Soul Calibur, and it's definitely high up there on my
No,
list.
any game where you can just button mash and beat the fuck out of someone who knows what they're doing. No, bad game.
That's why you've never beaten me. Sure thing, Beans. We can go with
Shut
that.
up.
Number 3.
All right, this is another PC game. It just came out recently. It's still in the beta phase, I believe. I don't know if it's moved up to the final release yet. The War Z. It took what I wanted as a zombie game and finally created it.
So this is basically the game, basically World War Z, the book, the game.
No.
Oh, then I'm totally thinking the wrong thing for this.
Okay. The War Z is essentially, it's straight up survival. You start out in a world with, I think, a flashlight, a granola bar, and a can of soda. That's it. Okay? And your job is to just go around. It's a giant map. And at the whole time, you're also facing real people who, they're all douchebags because they kill you on sight no matter, you get a hammer with you and they're like, I'm going to kill you! And it really sucks because, you spent hours, you finally got that gun you wanted, you're like, yeah, this is awesome! I died.
So I'm guessing it's not like WoW where you can just go and separate between not being killed by players and then...
No, every single server is player versus player.
Oh, wow. I actually put Assassin's Creed 3 a little bit higher on my list, so that's my number 3. And basically what we've already talked about, I guess just reinforce here, it's a great game in the series. I personally liked Assassin's Creed 2 more than 3.
Really?
I did. The only complaint I would really have about Assassin's Creed 3 is their combat system. I feel like it really tried to be Arkham City, but it kind of fell flat.
To be fair, it was good once you learned it. But the thing was, it kind of dropped you in. It's like, do this, do this, do this, go!
Other than those complaints, though, it is definitely worth being really high on this list. Definitely one of the best games I've played in 2012. Or at least the third best, anyways, because we have 2 more. And actually, these 2 more, I believe, we both agreed on as well. Yeah. Alright, so I'll let you introduce number 2.
Number 2 is Halo 4.
Hell yes, Halo 4!
Let me just say, right before, I think it was a day before, I started going on IGN or YouTube and all that, trying to find reviews. And I believe it was IGN. The reviewer said, I had trouble at one point telling CGI from real life, because he couldn't.
It's true.
I thought he was joking. And then I saw the first cutscene of the game, and I couldn't tell.
Yeah, no, it's true.
It was like, what 343 has done with that series is just incredible. They made the environments, they made the cuts, they're all gorgeous games.
I feel like 343 should be acknowledged as being the best even game company of the year as well, just with how much they had.
They took
I think they outshined
reins.
Bungie with this. I think they made Halo 4 better than Bungie ever did with Halo.
I mean, they took up massive reins with Bungie. They had a lot of people were expecting, failure from them. I was.
Right.
I was very skeptical. And then I played Halo 4, and I can't stop playing it.
Yeah.
It's an incredible game.
It is. And
the really... story was moving. I'm not going to tell why. But, I mean, the multiplayer is amazing with the loadout system and all that. Everyone's saying it's like a Call of Duty clone. No, fuck them. It's not a Call of Duty clone. I just can't find anything wrong with it.
Yeah, no,
really
definitely.
Can't.
I know one of my favorite new additions is the bolt shot, which is a new weapon that you get, and it's like
the
a little
fucking shotgun.
It's
thing.
a little pistol shotgun, and that is so cool and so cheap at the same time. But hey, you know what? It's in the game. I use it. It's great. Number 1.
The Walking Dead.
Oh my god, this game.
Now, see, you, sir, can't really talk because you haven't seen the show.
So many feels
And
for this
have you
game.
Have you read the comics?
No.
I've been reading the comics now. I forget what issue I'm not too far in, but wow. Just wow. Like, Telltale kind of like, you know, they're like, we made Jurassic Park, it sucked. We made Back to the Future, it sucked. You know what, let's make something good. And then they're like, you know what, fuck that. And they took good and they just made it fucking incredible.
This game just takes point-and-click adventure to a whole other level of emotional and like.
It really
even,
does.
If you actually invest like your feelings into this game, like you'll have trouble even with a lot of the decisions in this.
I really did. Like, playing some of the parts, I'm like, no, I don't want. And the thing is, it's not like you can take your time most of the time because it has like a little counter, and the fucking counter's going down, and you're like.
Yeah, it's not going to give you all day to make a
What the fuck do I do?
It's going to keep it on the spot for you.
And it's just like, oh my god, they did. I couldn't find anything wrong with it. I really couldn't. Like, could you?
The only complaint I would have is playing it on a console, which I had to use the right joystick to use the motions, so I would have to like awkwardly hold my thumb on the right joystick while pressing buttons with my other. But that's really like the only complaint I had about it. Otherwise,
so I played it on the PC, and I had. Occasionally, I would like get stuck at times where it wouldn't like fully describe what you're supposed to do,
and
I was like, "What the fuck?" And I kept dying. But I mean, you know, it's little minor complaints. I mean,
right.
Overall, the game is incredible. I cried at the end.
You did?
I cried.
I came close.
I was
We're
like,
not gonna say why.
I was
but
like, no.
I came close, but yeah, it was really emotional.
It was. Oh my god, Telltale. Amen.
Definitely.
You guys are awesome.